In this lecture, we'll know about some basics of JavaScript and we'll study about some more HTML tags. Okay, so for JavaScript, we'll create one more page 6.html. Here we'll create we'll type our title JavaScript. Now, what is JavaScript? Basically, JavaScript, what it does, it brings the content dynamically. Means here, when we are using HTML, we have to type the content in our HTML code. Okay, so in JavaScript, we don't have to do this. Okay, bring the content using our JavaScript code. Okay, we don't have to write this code manually. Okay, write this text manually. Okay, we can bring through our JavaScript code. Okay, suppose first we'll create a button. Okay, by clicking it, certain events will occur. Okay, certain uh, suppose by clicking on an event, we want to display date and time. Okay, so we can do this. Okay, suppose we'll create a button. Okay, then we can apply type equals to text and we can give a class of btn. Okay, these these you can give. Okay, if you want to use a class. Okay, right now we'll place a event. Okay, place a event handler. Okay, that is on click, means on clicking some functions or events will happen. Okay, suppose we'll apply on click equals to some thing should happen when we click a button. Okay, suppose we'll save it and we'll go to our page6.html. See, here we have created a button. We haven't written anything yet. Okay. So we'll write a button name click me. Okay. So we'll write a button name click me. Okay. Suppose we want to display a date when we click this button. Okay. The current date and time. Okay. So we'll click it. So we should see our date and time. Okay. So what we will do, we will write a JavaScript. Like first we have to, like when we click, the date should appear on next line or any space. Okay, so we have to give that space like a paragraph or a header. Okay, so we have to paste that thing. Okay, suppose we want our date to be placed on a paragraph. Okay, so we have to target this paragraph. Okay, we'll target it. Okay, by using an id. Okay, suppose we'll give an id. Okay, so on clicking, uh, we should display a date that should be displayed on this paragraph. Okay, so on clicking we'll write a code document dot. See here various options are coming. We can target it by its id. We have to target this. See, this paragraph. So here we have given id equals to demo. So we'll select get element by id. If there we have provided class, then we can select get elements by class. Okay, so now we'll select get element by id. Okay, then we'll mention that ID name here. Our ID name is demo. Okay, and what we have to put inside it. Okay, so we have to put HTML. Okay, so inner HTML. Okay, equals to what we have to like insert in this paragraph. Okay, so we have to insert our date. Okay, so JavaScript gives a date function. Okay, see this date function. You just have to write date. Okay, this will give our date and time. Okay, so suppose let's save it. We'll save it and we'll refresh it and we'll click on this button. Okay, see our date and time as inserted in this paragraph, that is demo paragraph. Okay, let's suppose inspect it. Okay, see here we have inserted the date and time using JavaScript. Okay, this line we have written here document.getElement by ID. Then we have placed the ID name dot inner HTML equals to date. Okay, this is the default function. Okay, date or displaying date. Okay, so we have applied on click event and we have displayed a date using on click event listener. Okay, so suppose when we click a button, we want multiple functionality, multiple things to happen. Okay, suppose when we click this, we want to display our date. We also want to display another line, suppose anything, any string we can mention here. Okay, so suppose we want multiple things to happen when a button is clicked. Okay, so how we can do it? So we can here we can when a button is clicked, we can implement a function. Okay, we can execute a function. On clicking, this function will be executed. Okay, so inside a function, we'll write all our JavaScript code. Okay, so we write JavaScript code inside our script tag. Okay, we'll mention it inside our body. Mention it inside our body. Okay, so our whole JavaScript will be written in this inside this script tag. Okay, so suppose we have function function. Okay, so we'll write all the events that will happen when this button is clicked. Okay, it will execute a function. Okay, suppose we will write the same line. Okay, that we have written to display a date. We'll write inner HTML. See, there is two options. There are two options are coming: inner text and inner HTML. Okay, so we can provide both. Okay, if we provide inner text, same result will come. Okay, so we have provided the same thing where in when we have provided the when we have provided this line will display it will display a date when our button is clicked. Okay, so we'll refresh the page. Okay, now we'll click a button, our date is now displayed. Okay, here we have changed the code inner text. We have written inner text instead of inner HTML. Okay, so for now both will work as same. Okay, but in some cases When we go deep into JavaScript, you will understand the difference between inner HTML and inner text. Okay, so now we are using inner HTML. Okay, then suppose we want to change, we can also change our styling. Okay, suppose we want, will target our demo ID dot inner equals to not equals to dot will see there various options are coming. Okay, you can apply any of these. Okay, you can apply any of these. Okay, so we have to style it. So we'll use dot style dot font size. Okay, equals to, we have to give any pixel. Okay, we have to give any of the font size. Okay, then we'll save the page. Okay, and we'll refresh it. Okay, okay. The font size should be changed to 20 pixel. Okay, upon when we click this button. Okay, but here our font size has not changed. Why? Because when we change the styling, okay, change the styling. Here we have inserted where we here we insert a date. Okay, so we have used the inner HTML. Okay, when we change the style, we don't have to mention this inner HTML. Okay, we are just targeting this demo ID, that is the paragraph, and we are changing its style. Like we are changing the font size property. Okay, so like this, when we save it, when we refresh the page and we click the button, see now our date font size has now increased. Okay, so you have to keep in mind when we are changing the style, we don't have to mention the inner HTML, not inner HTML. Then we are inserting something on a particular like here paragraph, then we have to use this inner HTML. Okay, suppose here we'll take another ID will take demo one. Okay. Here see, here we haven't given any information inside this paragraph. It is coming from JavaScript. Okay, so it helps to create our, it helps to bring the page dynamically. Okay, we don't have to write it inside our HTML code. Okay, suppose we'll target this demo one paragraph. Okay, suppose element by ID is target demo one. Suppose we have to write something. Okay, so we'll give inner HTML equals to and then a string, any text you can write. Okay, and this is my first JavaScript. Okay, so we are writing this in this paragraph. Okay, we'll save it, we'll refresh it, and when we click a button, see our this line is now this line is now inserted. Okay, this is the demo one paragraph. Okay, we have inserted the this is my JavaScript code text into our second paragraph, that is this demo one paragraph. Okay, so you can also change, like you can also insert anything using your JavaScript code. Okay, so this is the use of JavaScript. It creates we can using JavaScript we can bring our content dynamically. Okay, here we have mentioned only one event listeners. Okay, but there are lot of event listeners. Okay, which you can work with. Okay, let me show you. We'll go on w3schools.com. Okay, we'll go on JavaScript. Okay, we'll go on our HTML DOM. Here we'll get our DOM events. Then we'll go on our DOM event object reference. See, there are many event listeners if you can work with. See, on click. Okay, suppose key down, key press, key up, on load. Okay, so these are the event listeners. Okay, you can use all of this. Okay, so there are various event listeners. Okay, we have to just practice. So we have used this on click event listener. So we have written the JavaScript code. Okay, this is only limited to our page 6.html page. Only it is limited to this page. Okay, suppose we want to we want our code. We want code we want one separate page for our JavaScript. Okay, where all our when we can where we can put the JavaScript code of our index.html or page 5.html. Okay, so we want our separate page. Okay, where we can keep our JavaScript code separate. Okay, don't mix up with HTML. Like here we have mentioned a separate page for CSS file. Okay, so we'll create a different file for JavaScript. So we'll create a, you can give any name. Okay, I'm giving a script.js. Okay, you can give any name, but you have to mention JS format only. Okay, then only it will support JavaScript. Okay, then we'll copy this code here. We'll cut and we'll paste it here. Okay, suppose we have pasted it here. Okay, so it should work. Okay, so let's test it. Now we'll refresh our page and click the button. Okay, so it is not working. Why it is not working? We have placed our JavaScript code in another file. Okay, so it should work. It is not working because you haven't mentioned the path you have placed your JavaScript code in your selected HTML page. Okay, so we have to provide a path. Okay, like we have mentioned in our index page, we have mentioned the path where our CSS separate CSS file is placed. Okay, see here we have mentioned the path to that CSS file where we have to in which we have to use the CSS. So likewise, we have to mention the this script.js path in our page6.html because we are using the JavaScript in this page. Okay, so we'll give the script src equals to script.js. That is the file name where our JavaScript is placed. Okay, so mentioned we have mentioned the path name where our JavaScript code is placed in the page6.html. Okay, Now save it and refresh it and click it. Okay. Now our JavaScript code is successfully running. Okay. Suppose you want to implement a JavaScript code here also. Okay. Suppose we'll write the same code. Okay. We'll copy the same code. Okay. We'll place it on our page5.html. Okay. We have placed it. We'll give click on this button. Okay. We have changed the button name. Okay. So we have placed the page5.html. We have placed this code in our page5.html. Okay. And here is our JavaScript code. Okay. So we have to put the uh, path. Okay. Like we have mentioned in page6.html, this path. We have to mention in our page5.html. Then only the JavaScript code will run. Okay. Suppose we are not writing that. First we'll save it and let's go to our page5.html. Okay. Okay. Now we are on our page5.html. See, I've placed the button. Okay. We'll click it, but nothing happens. Okay. Because we haven't provided the JavaScript path. Okay. Java where we have written the our JavaScript code. We haven't mentioned the path. Okay. We'll mention the path here. Okay. We have mentioned the path of this JavaScript code. Okay. JavaScript file. Now we have saved it. Okay. Now let's refresh it. And now click it. See. Now our JavaScript code is running. Okay. So these are some basics of JavaScript. Okay. Now I will tell you about one tool. Okay, where you can write your HTML code very easily. Okay. Type HTML online editor. Okay. Go to this link online HTML editor. Okay. Here, suppose we write anything. See, in this layout, here you are getting the HTML form. Okay, you are just writing the text. Okay, but here you are getting the HTML format. Okay, suppose we'll make this bold. See, here the strong tag is applied automatically to this element onto this text. Okay, so you can suppose you can apply italic. Select the thing where now we are getting em tag. Okay, that is the italic tag. Okay, so this is a very easy tool where you can write something and you can out the HTML code is outputted. Okay, suppose we want to insert our bullet points. Okay, here three options are coming like what we want as our bullet points. Okay, circle, disc, or square. We'll mention circle. Okay, see here we are getting the code for this bullet points. UL style equals to list style type circle. We'll study it. Okay, in a few minutes. Okay, we'll study in a few minutes. Suppose we can also mention anything. Okay, see one more line is added. You can also here you can type something like, suppose, copy this line, and paste it here. See all the code that all the HTML code that of this content is written here. Okay, see here we are getting our link. Okay, so it is under our a tag, ahref equals to this path. Okay, so it is a very handy tool. Okay, suppose go to our google.com. Suppose we'll copy, we'll not able to copy, like, suppose copy, suppose we'll copy this. Suppose, okay, we'll paste it here. See, crazy, right? So you can get any HTML code of any content. Okay, you want. See, here you can get all the HTML codes of these contents. Okay, so it is a very easy tool you can use. Okay, you can also use it for practice. Okay, or when when you are making some projects. Okay, so it is a easy tool for you to use. Okay, so you can, suppose you can use anything. Sorry. Here, like, we'll remove this content. Okay, we'll write, uh, hello. Then we'll place it. Okay, padding left. We can increase the padding. Here we can decrease the padding. Okay, all options are given. Suppose we can also insert a image. Okay, here two, like, two options are coming: general and advanced. Okay, here we can add this path. Here we can add. Okay, if we are providing, like, we are providing the image from the internet, so we can give the path here, and this is the image description, that is alternative. Okay, alt, and this is the width and height. Okay, then here you can mention the all the things and click on OK. Then up image will come, and here will be the code of that image. Okay, you can also apply, insert a link. Okay, here you can give, suppose, take google.com. Here a title will, not give the title. Okay, for now. Here we'll give the target as new window. Here four options were there. Like, when we want to open the link in our new tab, or on the same tab, or on the parent frame. Okay, so there were four states. Okay, but here two states are only coming. Okay, suppose we want to open the link on a new window. Okay, so we'll click on OK and see this hello all is now a link. Okay, see here ahref equals to http google.com. Okay, and the target is set to blank, means the link will open in a new window. Okay, so suppose when we click this, here it will not work. Okay, but when we copy and paste it in our body over here. Okay, we have pasted it here on our page 6. Pasted it here. See, our hello all is coming. Now when we click on this link, see, our google.com is opened on our new tab. Okay, so you can paste the content here and you can get the HTML code here, and from there you can copy and paste the code in your VS Code. Okay, so this is a very handy tool. Okay, you all should know about this. Now we'll learn how to insert these bullet points. Okay, how to insert these bullet points using HTML. Okay, so for now we'll close this. Suppose this, and we'll go to our page. Okay, suppose we'll create another page, page 7.html. Okay, give a title as lists. Okay, so the list, there are two types of list: unordered list and ordered list. In unordered list, uh, the the bullet points come. Okay, like we have seen in our HTML code editor, when we are using the bullet points, a UL tag was coming, UL tag, li tag was coming. Okay, so the UL was unordered list, and one is OL, that is ordered list. Okay, so let's write the code. Okay, so we'll give our UL tag. Okay, this is unordered list. This is this UL tag starts with like bullet points. Okay, inside this we provide a li, that is list items. Okay, suppose we'll write HTML, then we'll write CSS, then we'll write JS. Okay, so these three are the list items, and we have provided it under our unordered list tag. Okay, so we'll save it and we'll go to our page 7.html. See, I was talking about these bullet points, these black bullet points. These are unordered list. Okay, we can also change this unordered list. Okay, by mentioning the default is this disk. The default unordered list is this disk. We call it disk list item. Okay, list type. So we can change it also. Here we'll write style it equals to list style type. Okay, we can change it to circle or disk, or we can remove the list style also. We can change it to square. Okay, suppose we'll give a square unordered list. We'll save it. See, our bullet points is now converted into square. Okay, we can also change it to circle. Okay, we'll save it and refresh it. See, now bullet points are converted to circle. Okay, we can also remove the bullet points. Okay, we can provide a list type as none. We'll save it. See, our bullet points is now removed. Okay, see one thing here, our bullet points are removed, but it is taking the space. Okay, so we'll inspect this. Okay, see what is happening. See, when we provide a UL, okay, a default margin and padding is given. Okay, see our li has not been provided with any margin or padding. Okay, our ul has a default margin and a padding. Okay, so we can also apply here, we can also apply, suppose we'll give it a margin of 0. Okay, see, mar see the margin has been removed. Now we'll give a padding to 0. See, now it has no padding and no margin. Okay, so keep in mind that UL tag has some default margin and some padding. Okay, because UL is a block element. Okay, there are two types of elements. One is block elements and one is inline elements. Okay, we'll come in this in the later lecture. Okay, so here this is our block element. So it has been provided with a default margin and a padding. Okay. So we can also set the margin to 0 and padding to 0. Okay, this is for just for testing purposes. Then we'll refresh the page. It will come into its initial state. We have to provide the styling here. Okay. Then it will change. So the, there are three types of unordered list. Okay. One is disk, one is circle, and one is square. Okay. This is the default UL style. See, this is the default UL style. Okay. So I've told you there were two lists. One is unordered list, one is ordered list. Okay. So we'll mention now ordered list. Okay. Only the difference is instead of U we have placed a OL. In this case, we'll mention some LI. Okay. Like web design, web development. Okay. And any name you can give. Okay, so we have given this a OL tag. We have placed it under OL tag, that is ordered list. Okay, we'll now refresh it. See the difference here. The bullet points were coming, and in OL number is coming. Okay, so this is the difference between UL tag and OL tag. We can also change it the number. Okay, number style. Okay, like this is the default and ordered list style. Okay, we can also change, like we have changed here, and also change the oil style. Okay, we will change the oil to type 2, like we can mention, like, the default is 1 2 3 4. Okay, so we'll give 1 for starting with 1 2 3 4. We'll give a. Okay, see, two options are coming. You start with capital A or small a. Suppose we'll start with capital A. Okay, we'll save it and now refresh it. See, now it is coming with capital A B C. Okay, now we'll change it to small a. We'll save it. Now it is coming as small a, small b, small c. Okay. We can also change it to Roman letters. Like when we give capital Roman number, it will start with 1 2 3 capital Roman number, and Here see one more option is coming. Small I means Roman number, small Roman number one, small Roman number two, small Roman number three. Okay, you save it. See, 1, 2, 3 in Roman style it is coming. Okay, so you can also change the types of ordered list and unordered list. Okay, so these are the unordered list and these are the ordered list. You can change the unordered list by using style equals to list style type to disk. And you can change the ordered list type equals to and then the ordered list type. Okay. Now we'll see what are block elements and what are inline elements. Okay. So block elements are the elements which takes the full width of the screen. Okay. Like see this it is taking the full width of the screen. We are mentioning another list item is starting on to next line. Okay, so these are the block level elements means it takes the full width of the screen. Okay, and what are inline elements? Inline elements are the elements which takes only the necessary space. Like if we suppose these list items were inline elements, then when we write CSS, it will start from here only. Okay, it will start next to HTML. Okay, suppose I will show you a difference. Okay, suppose I'm writing a paragraph, anything. Okay, and we're writing another paragraph. We'll save it. Okay, see, paragraph are also block level elements. Okay, so when we are writing another paragraph, it is starting on the next line, not adjacent to it. Okay, see, all I've told you all level elements have some margin. Okay, see, P is the block level element, so it has a default margin. Okay, we haven't given any margin now, so this is the default margin that has been provided as the block element. Okay, now we'll take example of inline element. Okay, suppose we'll write okay. After that, we will write a span. Okay, this is the inline element. Okay, suppose we'll write anything, then we'll save it. Okay, then we'll refresh it. Okay, see here our span. Let me we have to provide another span. Okay, there's something in between span. Okay, now we are providing two spans. Okay, see we have provided a span here. Okay, we have written something here. Okay, so we have written hi in this span and we have written hello in this span. Okay, then I'll save it and refresh it. See, both the hi and hello are sitting adjacent to each other. Okay, because it takes only the necessary space. Okay, hi is taking only the necessary space and hello is only taking the necessary space. Okay, but in case of paragraph, see here it is taking the whole width of the window. Okay, so we are providing like so this span is inline level element, and this P, PH1, the div, these are the block level elements. Okay, I will show you various. Suppose I will show you what are block elements, which are block elements and which are inline elements. See, these all are block elements. Okay, this address tag, article tag, aside tag, main, table, section, p tag, OL tag, nav tag, all are block level elements. Okay, and which are inline elements. These are all are inline elements. This includes the A tag, our link tag. Okay, then sub tag, strong tag, span, small tag, SUP tag, superscript tag, input tag. Okay, label tag. These all comes under our inline elements. So various inline elements are also present and block level elements are also present. Okay. Now we'll learn how to embed a frame in our HTML document. Okay. Suppose here you can see when we visit to w3schools.com. Okay. When we start, try it yourself. See now there are two frames. Okay. So we can embed a frame in our HTML document here in our page. Okay. So how can we do it? Okay. Suppose create a page 8.html. Okay. I'm making separate pages because you can understand clearly. Okay. So I will give it a title of iframes. Okay. So we can insert a iframe by using a iframe tag. Okay. See, this is the tag. We'll write the properties. We'll write its attributes inside iframe tag. Okay. Suppose we want to not mention any like URL here. Okay. Now we'll not mention any URL here. We have to put a URL that will be loaded in our frame. Okay. We are just creating a frame here. Okay. So by saving it, refresh it, our frame is not working. It is not working because we are not in our selected page. Okay. We are changing here in our page 8.html. So we have to redirect to our page 8.html. Okay, see here a empty frame is now present. Okay, so you can give any URL here. Okay, you can also adjust the width and height of this like 6 will give 200 pixel and a height of so 200 pixel. Okay, so we can also adjust the height like we have done in our image type. Okay, we don't have to provide style equals to width then height. Don't have to mention the style property here or here over there over here. Okay, you just have to mention width equals 200 pixel and height equals to 200 pixel. Okay, now we refresh it. See, now our dimensions has changed. Okay, so you can also provide the width and height, and it is a good practice to always mention a title. Okay, iframe. Okay, we are mentioning a title here, iframe. You can give your title as your wish. Okay, here it is always good to have a title. Okay, Here suppose we can give the path, any path. Okay. Suppose we have given any path. Okay. We have given the Google path. Okay. Note one here. Okay. We'll suppose we'll exceed the width and height. Okay. Okay. Note one thing here. Okay. Suppose I have exceeded the width and height, but here it is written www.google.com refused to connect. Okay. So we can't load the Google page here. Okay. So what we'll do here is we'll embed a YouTube video. Okay. Suppose we'll suppose we'll go on our YouTube video and share. Click on share and then here embed option is coming. Okay. We click on it and we'll copy this code. Okay. And then we'll paste it. Okay. See. Here we can also edit the width and height. Okay. Suppose we are saving this page. Okay. Now we'll refresh our page. Okay. See. Here our this YouTube iframe is now working. Okay. So we have pasted the see, this here. This is the path URL. Okay. This is the URL of that video. Okay. That you can also mention here. Okay. So this the YouTube provides a whole code. Okay. That you have just have to copy and paste it here. Okay. Suppose here you can also adjust the width and height. Suppose we'll give a height width to 800 pixel and a height of 675 pixel. Okay. See now it is coming down. So our width and height is now changed. Okay. So we can also give a border. Okay. We can also give a border like when we give suppose 10. Okay. Then border will see a border is present here. Okay. On two sides only. Okay. Notice one thing here when we provided an iframe, border is present only on the top and the left side. Okay. Here in this case also the border is present in at left side and the top side. Okay. So you can also adjust the border or you can neglect the border. Okay, by placing a zero over here. Okay. So now there will be no border present. So in this class we have studied about lists, okay, the unordered list and ordered list, and what is unordered list and what is ordered list. Then we have discussed about our block level elements and inline level elements. Okay, so what are block elements? Block elements are generally the elements which take the whole width of the screen, and the inline elements are the elements which takes only the necessary spaces. Okay. Then we learned about iframe, how to embed another frame inside our HTML document. Okay. Then we have also learned about our tool, that is online HTML editor. Okay. There you can also copy and paste the code. Okay. That will be easy for you. Okay. So for today it will be enough. Okay, so we'll continue the lecture in the next class.